A $2,000 fourth stimulus check is gaining a massive amount of support and about to reach a major milestone. I have all the details for you in this video, so let's get into it right away. But if you haven't done so yet, or if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video so I can keep you updated each and every day with all of this information that is changing very rapidly. I know that it's very confusing out there, but don't worry, I'm here for you right by your side every single day with all the details as they are happening. I'm doing research all day long because I want to make sure that you're staying tuned with all of the latest details as they are being released. So again, thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button right down below the video, and I promise you I'll continue to be here for you every single day going forward. All right, let's get into this right away. So we've been talking about a fourth stimulus check in the amount of $2,000 for quite a few weeks now because it's been gaining a lot of support lately. I've been seeing it pop up on a regular basis while I continue to do my daily research, and we're about to reach a major milestone when it comes to this $2,000 fourth stimulus check push and everything that we're doing to try to get Congress to approve this for the people who are struggling so incredibly badly right now. So let's get into it and talk about this major milestone we're about to reach, and then let's get into it and dig into the information a little bit more as far as what I'm actually seeing out there right now across all of these different venues where I find this popping up. So, number one, remember that petition that was circling around for the last year or so from the change.org petition calling on a $2,000 stimulus check to help out Americans? Check this out. It is just about to reach 3 million signatures. In fact, I just looked at it right before recording this video, and it was sitting at 2,986,313 signatures. So it's just a little more than 13,000 signatures away from 3 million. Now, here's what's interesting about this. If anybody didn't need another stimulus check, why would it still be gaining signatures? Well, the answer is people do need another stimulus check, which is why it continues to gain thousands of signatures every single day. I just looked at it yesterday also, and it was at about 2,976,000 signatures. So it gained about 10,000 signatures in a single day. My point is, if people didn't need stimulus checks, if people didn't need additional support right now, why would it still be gaining so many signatures every single day? I think all of us can see very clearly what is needed here. The people need stimulus checks, so we're trying to reach out and do whatever we can to show our support for a fourth stimulus check, especially in the amount of $2,000, or possibly even recurring payments, whatever they decide to do. I think a lot of us are trying to find venues in ways that we can reach out and show our support for this. Well, yeah, we can see it right here in the numbers, right? So kind of very interesting. By the way, if you're interested in checking out the petition, I've talked about it a few times in previous videos over the last year or so. I will put a link down in the description. You can go down there, find the link, and you can sign it if you're interested in it. Again, this is not my petition, it's somebody else's, but we like to keep an eye on it just to see what's going on here. I wouldn't be surprised at all if this hits 3 million tomorrow. Just saying. I wouldn't be surprised one bit if it gets that 3 million signature goal by tomorrow. So I'll keep you posted on that as we get more information. However, let's keep talking about this a little bit further now, because I continue to see this popping up all over. Literally, I'm doing research on this stuff all day, and I see this pop up at least a few times every day in regards to a $2,000 fourth stimulus check. Now, there's a variety of different opinions out there when it comes to this, and let me tell you the spectrum that I'm seeing. On one end of the spectrum, we have people out there that say, no way, it will not happen, never ever in a million years. Dinosaurs will roam the earth again before we see another fourth stimulus check. That's one side of the spectrum, right? It's very extreme to one side. We also have a couple other positions kind of in the middle. One part of the group says, yeah, we could potentially see additional stimulus checks, but in order for that to happen, we would need to see another massive shutdown across the entire country. Only in that circumstance, then we could maybe see another fourth stimulus check. Okay. Again, that's a little bit more inside the kind of the middle of the spectrum versus the extreme, the first example I gave you. Now, we've also seen another kind of like in the middle, which is basically saying, yeah, we certainly could see additional stimulus checks. Again, it may take some closures. It would probably take a lot of spread of the virus and all kinds of things going on like this in order to get another fourth stimulus check. But then again, we would need to get it passed through Congress. And then on the other extreme of the spectrum, we see other opinions out there saying, yes, absolutely, 100%. There's no other way to get out of this other than infusing the people with another stimulus check. So again, you can see there's like a variety of different opinions here, right? From all the way from the extreme saying absolutely no to absolutely yes, and then a couple opinions kind of in the middle. Now, here's what's interesting. Let's kind of look at all these opinions. Again, I don't think we're sitting on the far extreme saying, no way, it's not going to happen unless dinosaurs roam the earth. I don't think that's the extreme we're sitting on. And I don't know if we're sitting on all the way on the other side either, where it's an absolute yes either. I honestly think we're somewhere in the middle. And here's what's interesting about this. And let me lay this out for you, because we're starting to see this happen exactly as a couple of these middle opinions have actually laid out. So some of the opinions in the middle are basically saying we would need to see massive closures and a lot of different businesses kind of closing down. And we might need to see it imposed by the president. Okay, fair enough. But here's the thing. We don't know what the president's going to do, but we do know that he's going to be addressing all of us in a matter of just a couple hours from now. So we'll have to see what he actually says during this speech. But here's what we're starting to see. Whether the president comes out and actually announces some kind of closures or some kind of restrictions or something like that, it doesn't really matter, because here's what we're seeing. We're already starting to see self-imposed closures. The same thing that we saw back in early 2020. Check this out. We've already seen a number of different schools and colleges close, as in they're going to distance learning for the next, spring semester or coming in January, right? Okay, so we're already seeing that. We're already seeing a number of different businesses and restaurants closed. They're already self-imposing this. Nobody needs to tell them to do it. They're already doing it themselves. We're seeing a number of different performances, games, concerts, all kinds of things like this. I've gone through the list over the last couple of days here in previous videos of all these different events and performances, games, concerts, all kinds of things, closing or canceling. In fact, just late last night, I saw an announcement. The NHL canceled for the rest of the season. Why? Because of all the outbreaks. So just another thing that we need to add to the list here. So even if the president comes out and actually says, no, we're not closing anything, we're good to go, we're going to stay open 100%, keep roaring here, it doesn't really matter, because here's what's happening. They're closing by themselves. Businesses are closing. They're self-imposing their own restrictions. Even these big events, like I said the other day, Broadway canceled all kinds of stuff. Rockettes canceled all kinds of stuff. The NHL, like I just told you, canceled. The NFL, sorry, I'm confusing all these acronyms. The NFL, they've postponed a number of different games. The NBA, again, canceled or postponed and canceled a bunch of games. So the deal is, they're already seeing these restrictions, whether the president has imposed them or not. We're already seeing them just like we saw back in early 2020, way before any kind of announcements or restrictions were put into place. We saw all kinds of things being canceled. Remember that? It was before anything was really getting too serious. A lot of us were kind of like scratching our heads wondering, like, what's really going on here? This is weird. Like, it seems totally fine where I am. All is fine and dandy here. Remember that? And then before you know it, things were closing and canceling. It's like, something's weird here. I think I smell a rat. Remember that? I think a lot of us were in that same position. I remember going to a couple different things where it's like big gatherings, hundreds of people. And, back in early 2020, and then feeling like, wait, it's canceled now? I don't get it. Like, what's going on here? It was totally fine at the time. It felt like anyway, but it really wasn't, right? And they were starting to cancel in the event that they knew what was coming. So we're starting to see that once again. Now, again, I'm not here to predict the future. Honestly, I have no clue what the future is going to hold, but we're starting to see signs that we've already seen play out about a year and a half ago. So I don't know. History leaves clues, right? We've heard that saying so many times. History leaves clues. Look back in history. Typically, history likes to repeat itself time and time again. We see it all the time in a variety of different sectors and different things that go on. So just something that we need to take note of. So even if the president comes out a little bit later and says, we're good to go, no problem, just, do what you got to do, and no restrictions going forward, just everything will continue on. Okay, fine, but we might start to see all of these other cancellations on their own without any intervention from the president or anybody like that. So we got to keep an eye on this, right? So when it comes to this fourth stimulus check, again, we've got to watch all this stuff very closely, and we need to see what is being mentioned out there by Congress and or the president. But if we continue to see all of this stuff being closed and canceled and stuff like this, what are we going to need? Well, we're basically going to need something to pump up the economy again, right? Just like we did back in early 2020 and pretty much through the entire year of 2020, trying to get everything back on their feet. Is how do you do it? Yep, you're right. You impose some kind of cash infusions, and then you just start pumping it full, because that's how you get things back open and going again. So kind of interesting to see this whole thing play out. And actually, according to what I've been finding out there, some of the reports and articles and stuff like that I've been reading, it looks like, I've seen this come up multiple different times where people are actually saying, does any of this look eerily similar to early 2020? And we've been saying this through the entire year, this year, that, yeah, it's almost like a replica of last year. So anyway, I wanted to lay this all out for you, let you know where we currently stand. I've been seeing a lot more talk about this $2,000 stimulus check. In fact, about a month ago or so, we saw this $2,000 Thanksgiving Day stimulus check. Remember that announcement? I was seeing it all over the place. This massive push on Congress to issue a $2,000 stimulus check. Well, as of a few days ago, again, I saw this Christmas Day $2,000 stimulus check. Again, popping up, which I actually brought a video to you yesterday, letting you know what I'm finding out there with my research. So again, and now it's this. Kind of interesting how everything is converging all at the same time, right? So, I don't know. Interesting. Yeah, I was going to give you a quick stock market analogy, but I don't know. Basically, I was going to say this. If you ever watch the stock market and moving averages, anytime that moving averages converge, it's usually the start of a major event. Either the market lifts off and goes up a lot, or it goes straight down. So anyway, it's like a convergence of a bunch of trend lines all coming together. So I don't know, just an interesting point. So anyway, this is what I wanted to lay out for you and let you know what's going on. As far as that petition goes, if you're interested in signing it, again, it is not my petition. It's actually a restaurant owners in the state of Colorado. I'm not a restaurant owner and I don't live in Colorado, so it's not mine. But anyway, if you're interested in signing it, feel free to check out the link down in the description. If not, that's okay too. Totally fine. I just want to let you know what's going on out there. But this thing is only about 13,687 signatures as of a few minutes ago, away from the 3 million signatures. And again, just more proof, just more evidence that a lot of people out there are looking for an avenue in which they can show their support for additional stimulus checks. So with that being said, if you're interested in doing so as well, right down below the video next to the subscribe button, which I'm hoping that you hit already. If not, make sure to whack it. Tap it on your phone, click it on your computer, whatever, but don't break your screen. Don't tap too hard because you're so excited. don't crack your screen. I don't want to be responsible for paying for a bunch of screens. Please do not send me an invoice. But right next to that, there's a share button. Feel free to share this video with your friends, family, and social media. Let's get some more momentum behind this. Let's get some more support behind this and do whatever we possibly can to show our support for additional stimulus checks, as it's so incredibly obvious that we need that support right now. So feel free to do that, as well as check out that link down in the description if you're interested in signing or just reading it, the petition, if you're interested in doing so. If not, again, doesn't matter. That's totally fine. I completely respect that. Does not matter at all. Just want to give you that option if you're interested. So again, hope this helps you out. If you've made it this far, let's do a quick code word. I haven't done one of those in a couple days now. Let me think of a fun word. Oh man, I'm trying to think of a word. I can't even think of a word right now. It's so simple. Camera. No, not camera. That's silly. Let's just do, how about this? $2,000 stimulus check. So basic. You would think there's like, how many words in the dictionary? Like, I don't know, thousands and thousands, but yet I had a hard time thinking of a word. I guess I should have thought of something before I started making this video, but I didn't have plans to talk about a code word. But since it just comes up on the fly, let's just do that. So if you write in your comment anywhere, code word, again, this is how it works, is make sure that you are subscribed. You have to be subscribed in order to be eligible for this. But basically, if you're watching this long, hey, congratulations, hats off to you. I really appreciate it. But anyways, leave a comment down below. You can say anything that you want. It doesn't matter. Just anything. And if you include within your comment $2,000 stimulus check, by the way, also share the video. If you share the video, who knows? Maybe we'll do an extra bonus or something on top of it if you share the video and you have the special code word in. Wow, that might be extra pretty good there. But then basically what I'll do is a couple hours after I post this video, I'll go into the comments section, I'll use the random comment generator, I'll pull out a few people, and if those code words are within your comment there, I'll reach out to you and say, hey, check it out. You have been chosen. You have the special code word. Let's connect, and I'll get you your special bonus, right? So, which by the way, the bonus is $100. So I know it's not a stimulus check. I know it's not a ton, but you know what? Just doing what I can to help out as many people as I can. So I'll choose three people for now. I usually come back and choose more. So we'll start with 3, but usually it usually moves up to about 5, 6, something like that is usually what happens. So just letting you know. Anyway, I hope this helps you out. Again, leave your comments or questions down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Share this video with your friends, family, and social media. And I'll catch you later in the next one. Stay safe out there. Stay tuned, and we'll have some big announcements a little bit later today with that announcement from the president, as well as some other good information that's coming out. Enjoy. Thanks again for watching. Go back and check out some of the other 2,000 videos right here on the channel. 2,000 videos right here on the channel. 2,000 A $2,000 fourth stimulus check is gaining a massive amount of support and about to reach a major milestone. I have all the details for you in this video, so let's get into it right away. But if you haven't done so yet, or if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video so I can keep you updated each and every day with all of this information that is changing very rapidly. I know that it's very confusing out there, but don't worry, I'm here for you right by your side every single day with all the details as they are happening. I'm doing research all day long because I want to make sure that you're staying tuned with all of the latest details as they are being released. So again, thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button right down below the video, and I promise you I'll continue to be here for you every single day going forward. All right, let's get into this right away. So we've been talking about a fourth stimulus check in the amount of $2,000 for quite a few weeks now because it's been gaining a lot of support lately. I've been seeing it pop up on a regular basis while I continue to do my daily research, and we're about to reach a major milestone